Hi everyone, it's great to see you again. In today's video, I want to try something a little bit different, something that I haven't done before. I want to take you on a photo quest. I want to take you on a photo quest for leading lines. So let me give you the backstory about this. About a year ago, I joined an online photography group called Shutterroby. And this group is so much fun. If you're into photography in any way, shape, or form, I highly recommend this group. There's beginners doing it, hobbyists, there's professional photographers. You're learning from some really great photographers out there when you join this group. And it has meetups every single night of the week, Monday through Friday, with the exception of a couple of holidays like Christmas or New Year's. He will shut down. A guy named John, who is the facilitator, administrator of the Shutterroby. These meetups every week, every Monday through Friday on a different topic. One Monday it could be street photography, Tuesday it could be portrait photography, Wednesday it could be all about gear, Thursday it could be something like learning from great photographers out there like Ansel Adams or whatever, Friday something else, and every single week it changes. The topics change. They're all recorded, and if you miss one of those, you can go back and watch it at your leisure. He does so much work. And then on Saturdays, we also do something called Coffee and Cameras, where everybody can turn on their video and turn on the mic, and we just talk about anything that's photography related for about an hour. It's so much fun. Again, you might want to check it out. But one of the things that John does every week is he gives us a photo challenge. Starts it on Monday and ends on Monday as well. And the photo challenge could be anything from, last week it was hunt for purple. It could be flowers from below. It could be some kind of obscure things. And this week he wanted to get back to some of the basic composition rules and start out with doing leading lines. And I thought that was great. Leading lines, if you're not familiar with leading lines, it is something that helps guide the viewer through the photograph itself. So leading lines can show up in just about every place. You have roads, obviously, sidewalk, bridges, railroad tracks, fences, hallways, shorelines, and even shadows there. And it's something that can really take a boring photograph and make it something that could be very interesting. And it's a good, what I would say starting point for photographers. It really helps you get back to the basics. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to see if I could create a video about this quest and my effort for this quest. And so that's what I've done. One of the things that we do with these photo quests, at the beginning of the meetup on Monday, it could be talking about something like street photography. Before he will even begin, he will share the 5 best photos that were pretty much judged, not only by John, but people in his office. So he shares space. It's like a Regis office, and he's been there for quite some time and knows others in this office, and they often will come over and help him judge these photos. And there's no money involved or anything. It's what I would say bragging rights, but you're trying to get to be one of those 5 that get selected. And then after that, going and talking about whatever the meetup topic is. And then at the end of the meetup topic, he will give the next challenge for the week. In this case, it was leading lines. So just a point here, although I have photographed what I'm submitting, I haven't yet submitted it. It's like in the middle of the week. So I don't know if what I've done is going to end up being one of the 5 selected or not. I will tell you this, that I'm pretty good at being selected, and I really think that a lot of it just has to do with the other photographers that are in this group, because you watch them and you learn. It's really something. So anyway, like I say, leading lines can be found all over the place. And I started thinking about this, and where I live in an unincorporated area of San Jose, there is a place called Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wild Refuge. So this place, it's about 2 miles from my house, and it's really cool. San Jose is known as Silicon Valley for a lot of people. This is where the tech industry started. Hewlett Packard, we have Intel, we have all of these major tech companies. Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wildlife Refuge consists of 30,000 acres of habitat for millions of migratory birds and endangered species. So this place was established in 1972 through local activism, and the refuge provides not only critical habitat for threatened and endangered species, but just opportunities for people to enjoy the benefits of nature. And there's many times that I have gone and driven out to this place, and I just like walking around with my camera. So I thought this would be, and you'll see from some of the photos that I did, that it is really a great place for leading lines. And you'll see why in a moment. You can walk along the salt ponds on these like wooden bridges and get one point to the next. There's actually even a museum, a children's museum there that is really cool. It's open to the public, and you can go and browse around of both the native Indians from decades ago, as well as just some of the animals that you would find, and of course the birds that you would find. So let me share with you the photos that I took on this trip. I also want to just share with you some other photos that I've done that have leading lines as well, that maybe can give you a little bit of inspiration. I primarily shoot what I would call creative photography, and that involves intentional camera movement, multiple exposures, and you'll see a couple of photos that are also, you will see the leading lines in those multiple exposures and intentional camera movement. So I hope you enjoy, and let me go ahead and get started. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, not only was I shooting at Don Edwards, but I also wanted to include a couple of earlier photos where I really tried to emphasize the leading lines. And included with those is one photo that I did with intentional camera movement and another one that I did using multiple exposures. Because as I mentioned previously, my heart lies in creative photography. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, as I do upload new videos every Tuesday, and I'd hate for you to miss one. Thanks again for stopping by, and I look forward to talking to you next week.